Go.
Alright, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about the importance of voting. So, I don't know, everybody has different ideas of how important it is to vote or not to vote, but I happen to think it's very important, and hopefully I'm going to inspire you guys to want to go out and vote. As we all know, that the 2008 presidential elections have the potential to bring a big change to our country. For the first time in the history of this country, not only is a woman running for president, but also an African American is. So that's a huge thing, and we can all be part of history. Did you know that in the 2004 presidential election, only 64% of eligible voters showed up to cast a vote? And, that's not enough. Even though it's better than in the past, I think we can do a lot better than that. The largest turnout was among 55 to 74-year-olds, with 73% of their age group showing up to vote. And the most astonishing thing is that the young voters between the ages of 18 and 29, which I fall in that category, had the lowest turnout, with only 47% showing up to vote. And that's less than half, and that's not good enough. The funny thing is that there are more of us, and the issues that are at hand are going to affect us longer and more than they are the older groups, and for some reason we're not going to vote. So, even though that was the largest turnout for young voters since 1972, and it was in large part because of the big campaigns done by MTV and a lot of celebrities who were trying to inspire young voters to go out and make a difference, I still think that, less than half, we need to do a lot better than that. For one thing, I'm 26 years old, and I know that I have a completely different idea of how the government should run, or, different ideas on a lot of issues than, say, a 60 or 70-year-old does. They have a lot different needs from the government than someone my age would, and I don't want them to decide the future for me. So, anyways, a vote by definition means a wish, a choice, or an opinion that is expressed or received in an authorized way. Everyone should want their wishes and choices and opinions to count or to be heard, and if you don't go and vote, then they don't matter. So it's important that you go out and you let those wishes and opinions be known. Voting's a legal right that was granted to us by the 15th Amendment of the Constitution, and it was created to ensure that all eligible citizens have a say in who runs this country. These are the people who, make the laws that we have to follow, or are in charge of the benefits that we might one day need and that aren't going to be there if we don't have a say in what happens. So, the reason that you should go and vote is because you want to take part in the structure of the government that's going to run this country. Even if you vote for the candidate who loses, at least you'll know that you said your piece and that your voice was heard. Many people sit around and complain about how the government's running and say they should do this better, or they should do that better, or I think this one doesn't do this good enough, and most of those people have never even voted. So, I think that opinions would matter a lot more if they went out and voted instead of just talking about them. Imagine the satisfaction you would get if your vote did make a difference in our society, and, you did get what you wanted out of it. There are many issues upon us in this next election, like the war in Iraq, the healthcare systems, gay marriages, stem cell research, and there's a lot of others, but these are all important, and I'm sure you all have different views on these, issues, and your opinion's not going to matter, again, unless you go and vote. So, one thing I can say to you is imagine yourself living in North Korea, living as one of the people there who are told how they have to live and how they are to believe. Not only are they told how to believe, but they're told, that they can be punished and belittled for the beliefs that they do have. So, I for one feel lucky to have been born in a country that says that we all have the right to our own opinions and our beliefs. And not only do we have the right to believe something, but our beliefs and opinions can make a difference if we go out and vote. So if you value the rights that are given to all of us as citizens of this country, rights that let us choose how we want to live, what religion we want to be, what kind of job we want to do, and all these things, then you need to keep up on the elections, find a candidate that best supports your beliefs, go to the polls in November and cast a vote, and I think you'll be glad that you did. So thank you.